Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Rucker Report, a.k.a. Jerry.
Ready?
This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me, X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up? They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
You was good, everybody was good. We are back. Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Rucker Report, Jerry.
Fellas, man, as always, how are we doing today, man? How are we doing?
Yeah.
Good? TC, what's up? TC in the building. So,
TC.
you know, we missed a few days of sports. You know, we had a lot going on, just transitioning, but we back. You know, people want to hear. He's like, yo, we ain't getting on air. I said, listen, we're going to come on Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we back like we never left, man. So just let everybody know. But also, man, before we get to going, we definitely got to thank our sponsors, man. Let me see if I can find it. 94.3 WYBC.
The rhythm of the city.
Yes, definitely. But also, man, if we're gonna thank our sponsor, but we also gonna let everybody know about this, man. Breonna Taylor's killer is still not arrested, man. You know, we still keeping
Fuck that talk. Fuck that talk,
you know
man.
Get right to it.
This is what it is. We not playing around. We letting y'all know our killers are still out there on the loose. They savages, unsolved mysteries. I'm scared.
Menace to society.
I'm scared for my life. You know, all our killers are on these streets, and I'm a tax-paying citizen like we all are. So just to let y'all know, Breonna Taylor's killers are still on the loose. So
I'm
please,
a citizen. I don't know about that last part.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, you know,
if 45 ain't doing it, why should I do it?
Right.
I'm just saying.
So we're gonna jump into it because the Washington Skins. No, the Washington. They got a lot of shit going on, man. First, they had to get rid of the Redskins name. Not only did they had to get rid of the Redskins name, but there's a lot of shit going on in Washington. Talking about some sexual allegations. Talking about being pimped out for tickets. If you listen, let me just say this. Let me turn my mic. Hold on. Let me just say this, man. If you getting pimped out, hold on. Man. Hold on. I'm gonna be on my shit tonight, yo. I just want to let y'all know. Viewer discretion is advised. I just want to let y'all know it's been a minute since I've been on air, so I'm gonna be acting up. So if you got kids listening, pardon me. You know what I mean? It's going down, man. Hold on. Let me get my stuff right. Oh God. Hold on. Can y'all hear this?
Chris, he got the regular backdrop, so you know he going in.
I'm acting a fool today, man. Hold on, wait, man. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Y'all can hear that?
Hear that? Classic line. Classic.
Oh, let me play it again. I'm taking some people to trial. If you were prostituted for Washington Redskins tickets, yo, jump off the building. There should be no reason that you pay over $21 for a Washington Redskins ticket. Wow. Dan Snyder out there acting a fool. My man Raymond Bennett in the house. Dan Snyder out there acting a fool. You know, he out there acting ass. People are like, oh, man, they jumped on board. No, they ain't jumped on board. You know why they jumped on board? And if you haven't been watching our show since 2015, I just want to let you know we talked about this, man. We said only way. And one of you brothers probably mentioned it because that's how smart y'all are. Y'all said only way the Redskins would change their names if the sponsors say, get that shit out of here. That's the only way. And I got a question, though. But here's my question, though. Sponsors, why did you wait so long forced him to do that? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. I'm on my bullshit today, fellas, man. I'm on my bullshit today, man. I'm just saying, I'm watching all this unfold in Washington, but this is not a shocker because you know how it go. Once you take the trash out, you could take everything else out with you because it don't matter. So everybody pissed. These allegations coming. Dan Snyder looking like the bad guy from Three Ninjas. So now he looking crazy. Now he mad. He don't know what he gonna do because he said, and I quote, I don't give a fuck even if I got it wrong. He said, I would not change the name of the Washington Redskins while I'm alive. Didn't he say that, fellas?
He did.
Did he say that?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But then FedEx said, bring your ass here, boy. Nike said, nah, nigga, won't play that shit. Coca-Cola, Pepsi said, we ain't serving that shit up in here. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Magic City said, nah, you ain't going over here. Nah, Now we good. So now you got Washington looking real scared right now. Washington real scared. And I said, I don't give a damn what you change the name to. You could be the Washington, I don't give a damn Wagyu. They still gonna be ass. They still gonna be last in the division. They still gonna be last in everything that you do. So it don't matter. It don't matter what you change your name to. They still gonna be ass. Washington Askins. That's what they need to change the name to. And I'm sorry, fellas. I love y'all. I was just on one today, but I want to get y'all take on this though. I gotta get y'all take on this.
Yo, Chris, go ahead, yo.
Well, I mean, I guess I mean, my take on it is long overdue, but at the same time, you know, you got to remember the only reason the name even got changed this time around, because it's not the first time people have made the public made a push, an outcry for Washington to change their name. I think what happened this time was, and you know, I don't never mind mixing politics with sports because politics kind of mix into everything. But at the same time, yo, I'm gonna say this, and this ain't gonna be the last time I say it.
Go ahead, Chris.
George Floyd sparked
everything.
George Floyd sparked everything. Is why we was talking about when Captain Jack had Floyd's daughter on his shoulder saying, "Yo, daddy changed the world." Because I'm telling you, that George Floyd video started making people wild out. It made a push in many things, with kneeling, with the Washington Redskins, with social reform and social justice. That started everything. I'm telling you, it started everything. It started making sponsors say we need to be on the right side of things. We can't tolerate racist remarks. We just can't do it. I think that's what it boils down to, because they got so much steam. What happened was, they had to capitulate. Dan Snyder had no choice. Again, when he put out his press release, he made it known that he did not want to do this. I mean, he didn't say no word. But if you read his release about, Washington changing their name, he made it very clear that this was not his doing, that this was not the route he wanted to take.
Nope.
But he was basically forced by the sponsors and the people who pay a lot of the people that cut a lot of checks to have to change the Redskins name. So it's long overdue. I really don't care about the Redskins tradition because I hate to give Skip Bayless credit for anything, but he said it a long time ago. He said, "Yo, if one person finds it offensive, you gotta get rid of it. You gotta get rid of it." So it's long overdue. You get no applause for it because we know you didn't do it with your heart.
Right.
So about time, but on to the next thing. Dan Snyder got a lot of skeletons in the closet. So let's start getting the rest of them out of this.
Yeah, Dan Snyder, I think that the name changing is the last of his concerns because, like Raymond Bennett said, the FBI is involved. It's a big scandal that went on. And now that, this happened, everybody is telling a story. Everybody coming out the woodworks. Everybody got something to say. Again, we already knew that Washington was full of, shit. It was bullshit. So now we're getting to see it. And now people saying, hey, during the time we live in, if you do one thing that I didn't like, man, I'm coming for your ass. And people like money, man. What you say, Ruck, man?
Listen, I mean, there really is nothing more to say. It's the obvious right now. Like Chris said, it was long overdue. But in the light of everything that's going on in the firestorm that the video of George Floyd dying sparked, these things are going to happen. Mm-hmm. So we see how this is coming across. And then I think the count, I guess, up to this morning was up to like 15, 16 women have now come forward. And I said this, the crazy thing is, like, I said this the other day when I was in the conversation, like, our society is in the age of the movement. The movement is a trend, and it started with the Me Too movement and all that stuff. So it's going to be hard for people to kind of duck the power of certain movements. Mm-hmm. The Washington Redskins were just right for this. I mean, and understand this, people, this is like the first domino in everything else that's going to happen. I could definitely see the Cleveland Indians probably having to change at some point. I know there's already been preliminary discussions with the Braves, but they're trying to fight it. But again, listen, man, it's a new day. It's a new day. And Dave Snyder better wake up because, again, the Redskins is the least of his concerns. But on a funny note, though, shout out to the lawyer that was in Washington that trademarked over, I think it was like 15 different alternative names for the Redskins.
Ooh, I like that.
So if they wanted to pick, I think it was like the Red Tails, the Warriors, or something like that. He trademarked every name that they could think of. So, come see me with that bag, Dan Snyder.
Yeah.
Funny.
You know what? That's what has to happen. They gotta start kicking these people in the ass. They gotta start letting these people know, listen, we ain't playing no games with you. You know what I mean? Like, you can sit here and act like everything is okay. We don't know what we talking about. We don't know what we doing. But the bottom line is that people are tired and people are speaking. And we're seeing people speak longer than usual, because usually we'll see people speak for a little bit and then they'll stop. But people are going. People are going to continue to go. And I think that that's what we've been talking about for the past, I don't know, ever, that people are going to find a way to get their voice heard. And people are getting heard. And like Jay-Z said, I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush. I'm putting on stuff that's going to make you mad because you owe this to me. You know what I mean? And some people say, well, why should I give you something and you didn't work for it? Yes, you did. Some people are working for it. They work towards this, and this is what they should be getting. What you're seeing is a lot of owners are going to say, hey, what do I have to do so my name is clear, so I'm not in the forefront? Because I'm going to tell you what, one thing about billionaire people, they are billionaires by themselves. And they're going to find a way not to get thrown under that bus. You don't think Dan Snyder going to say, listen, if you let me out, I got something on another owner. You know what I'm saying? If you leave me alone, I'm going to tell you what really be going on in Tennessee. If you leave me alone, I'm going to let you know what happened in LA last year. So you're going to see a lot of these owners and general managers start to make some changes like, hey, what do we need to do to be cool? And Raymond Bennett said it. He said they're going to start giving away a lot of guilty money. You're going to start to see a lot of people saying, hey, I want to support whatever organization you have. And if you don't know what organization to support, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. We can definitely take it. Don't mind that. But a lot of these owners, they're going to try to get behind it before it catches to them. I'm sorry, Rock. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, I feel you, but in some ways, slightly, I disagree. Like, yes, there's going to be a lot of it, not a little bit, a lot of bit of guilt money thrown around at different things. But again, let's not lose sight of what we're dealing with. This is a billionaire boys club. So smacks on the wrist, like changing, and I get it, but changing a team name and doing things like that, may seem monumental, but please understand that they still hold ownership.
True.
You understand? And as much as we talk about Dan Snyder and stuff like that, please believe, like, people like Jerry Jones are not going to let things go down like that.
All right.
There are other owners, even as progressive as Robert Kraft is, again, it's a billionaires boys club.
True.
So they're going to give the society just enough to make it seem okay.
Right.
So, I want to. The thing that I do want people to understand, we have to continue to take our victories as they come. So no victory is meaningless. We got to take it, but let's continue to stack them up. But don't think that it's just going to change just overnight, because it's not. Especially if you're not talking about changing ownership. If you're not talking about, like, if you're not talking on the level of what the WNBA players are talking about, in terms of getting their owner at the Atlanta Dream out, then we're not really going to see all the change that we need.
And also, I know, people see him with the Florida State hat on, but Florida State, they work very intensively with the Seminole tribe. So Florida State is allowed to keep that name because of the things that they do within that organization. They recognize it and they make sure that the Seminole tribe is represented. So that's why Florida State doesn't get as much slack as they could, because they acknowledge it. They jumped on front like, hey, what do we need to do? The Seminole tribe is here. That's why we named it the Seminoles, because we have, we named it because we could, but down the road, people say, hey, let's find a way to connect with this thing and let's get it right. So they got it right. But I'm happy that Dan Snyder is having a fucking headache. I'm happy when these owners are having headaches, because so many times you see them saying that, hey, I can do what I want to do. Your opinion don't matter. But now you're going to see a lot of help me money. You're going to see a lot of guilt money. You're going to say, hey, what can I do to help you? You know what I mean? So that's going to be key, man. That's going to be really key, man. I know that, they got a situation, a particularly good team, especially, you got Ron Rivera, who's there. He is a minority. So I'm sure, like, something need to get done, because what's up with this? You know what I mean? So definitely. So let me get to some of these comments, man. Raymond B. Bennett said the woman Maxwell who worked with Epstein can bring a lot of people down. Yes, she can. She definitely and again, it's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, soon and very soon. Another topic. Let me go off Washington real quick. I don't care about them anymore. Michael Vick, right? So at first, last week, I heard him
like school on Sunday.
Right. So last week he was talking a little different tune. A few days ago, he got on Skip and Shannon show, and Jason Whitlock must have wrote his work stuff. I'm just saying. Will Kane must have got to him early.
Big fat.
Big fat. And I was listening. I was trying to be subjective in it. But I said, this nigga tripping. But I'm going to leave that to y'all.
Nah, he just forgot. He ain't tripping. He just forgot. He forgot. He living that good life. You living that good life now. You getting that box money.
He didn't forget. He didn't forget. Once again, he made the same mistake that he made when he was in Atlanta. He think he that far in that it don't apply to him no more.
Now
he acts like he ain't from Virginia.
Right.
He acting like he ain't from Virginia.
Now, Chris, I'm gonna go with you. Then I'm gonna go with Rut. Now, you think does Michael Vick need to make comments like that because he's still trying to be everybody good graces, or you think that he should really speak what's really going on? Again, like Dave Chappelle said, what the fuck do we care about what Ja Rule said? But it's a little different in sports, though. It's a little different in sports. Talk to him, Chris.
If Vic was at the on that show, to the topic. If he don't want to speak truth, I don't want to about that. Catch me for another time. If you want
Wait, Chris,
to find me, go up there.
Okay. Because your internet was going in and out. Because I need everybody to hear this. Could you start over, brother? I'm sorry. I know you was going with the flow, but I hear this.
I said, but Michael Vick was asked to be on Undisputed.
Okay.
When they asked him to be up here, they told him the topic they wanted to discuss. He said, but he did. What he did was up there, he started dancing. Now, I ain't going to go out. Ain't about Michael Vick, that's cool. So I'm not going to go here. I can make a joke about him being Michael Whitlock-esque. But I'm sorry, Jason Whitlock. I said Michael. He's far from Jason Whitlock. So I ain't going to go that far. But for him to be here, to see if he felt that.
Oh, his internet is going. Oh my gosh. Yeah, hold on. Now, were you able to hear him, Chris? I mean,
no, but I know Chris, so I know.
There we go.
So I know exactly.
People still hate you for it.
Oh, he back.
And you gonna let them roll over and not think that your blackness didn't have something to do with that? Come on, man. You got to be better than that. Yo, Ruck, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Ain't you from Virginia?
Yo, you
ain't from Virginia?
You ain't lying.
Didn't he grow up on AI Block? Don't he know the clips?
He from Bad News.
So you mean to tell me? Yeah, right. So you mean to tell me your whole NFL career, because he went into his whole NFL career, it was only about your play and your race never played a factor at any one point?
Right.
Come on, fam.
You know, so
come on, listen.
Go ahead.
We can say a lot of things about Cam right now.
Uh-huh.
We can say a lot of things about Cam. And Cam do got something to prove. That ain't we can't debate that. And if you don't want to say, that race obviously wasn't the biggest factor, okay. I disagree, but we can have that conversation.
Definitely.
But for you to not acknowledge it at all, when like my boy Uncle Shay said, you got people like Nathan Peterman out here getting bigger contracts than you. And the first game he threw 6 interceptions. And you got people like Ryan Tannehill getting $93 million guaranteed out here in these trips. And he threw for 90 yards in the freaking AFC Championship game.
Talk to him, Chris.
And you don't think that Cam Newton's race played a little bit of part to him getting $500,000? Cam Newton, Heisman winning Cam Newton, MVP of the NFL Cam Newton, Super Bowl game contender Cam Newton.
He was on
one Cam Newton with a bunch of scrubs in Carolina. Cam Newton. That Cam Newton.
Hey, Chris, and
they have no race in it.
Also, knowing the fact that Cam Newton never get calls when he's hit. Throw that in.
No, you don't get those calls around here. You don't get those calls around here.
Nope.
You don't get them around here. So, I guess the bubble that Mike Vick live in, I wish I could get some space over there, because I don't live in that world. I know my 2 brothers don't live in that world either.
Nah.
Ain't nobody up here. Ain't nobody saying the whole NFL race. I ain't saying that. You think with the play of the black quarterback, that history in the NFL, you don't think that has nothing to do with him getting $500,000?
So after taxes, after his lawyer get paid, his agent, manager, Cam Newton probably making like $50,000. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
$7 million. So in census, I'm guarantee you telling me Cam Newton, after everything he's done in his football career, only being Cam is what, 31? You telling me
just turned 31.
Hey, Chris, hold on, Chris.
31.
Chris, your internet is real laggy because it's going in and out, and people need to hear this. There you go. Okay, so hopefully he come back. My man Raymond Ben. Listen, man, I'm gonna have to keep this up here. I'm gonna have to keep what Raymond B. Bennett did. He said, "I never listen to people that Harriet Tubman would have left behind." Let's drop a bomb on that. Come on, come on.
So, but here's the thing, right? And this is what pissed me off about his comments. One, just like Chris said, you knew what the topic was going to be before you got on the show.
Mm-hmm.
They called you to talk about it because you were a black quarterback that was in the prime of his career when something happened.
Mm-hmm.
You were the guy before Cam, before Lamar, before Patrick Mahomes. You were that guy. You were the Madden cover guy. You were the one on all the, commercials and everything like that. That was you. So that it was the perfect setup to have you on there to say something. But here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
He said he doesn't think in his career that race played much of a part. However, he did say that he did think that there was some racial undertones in the way that he played. Let's call it what it is, Mike. The only reason you got drafted by the Falcons is because they're in Atlanta, a black market. No other team thought about seriously drafting you as great as you are or were, right? Now, for the undefeated to write the article that they wrote about Cam, like, listen, you're taking shots at somebody that, like other quarterbacks in his position, has battled injuries. Drew Brees hasn't had injuries in his career.
His shoulder.
Tom Brady hasn't had injuries in his career.
ACL.
Peyton Manning hasn't had injuries in his career.
Neck.
So all of those quarterbacks, Cam has experienced the same thing. And the thing that made me mad about the article is saying that Cam has so much to prove, not only on the field, but off the field, and two other GMs. What trouble has Cam gotten into since he's been in the league? Don't worry, I'll wait.
No.
Okay. What scandals has he been involved in? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you talking about league MVP, just 2-3 years removed, before his injuries had him sit down for the last almost 2 seasons. Right? And my thing is, let's also throw this into the equation.
Go ahead.
Cam is not worried about the money. But just like that illustrious poet from Friday, Big Worm said, it ain't about that. It's the principle, Smokey. So Drew Brees could get over $60 million guaranteed after he tore his arm out the socket.
Being 40 years old.
Peyton Manning could get over $70-something million guaranteed after he had neck-ending surgery.
He was a
career-ending, neck-ending surgery. Okay. Tom Brady could get a restructured deal from the Bucs this summer, and he's 42. So you can't tell me that even if Cam is on a prove-it deal, and the NFL prove-it deals have been much more lucrative than what he was given. Man, it is a win-win situation for Cam.
True.
I agree with Michael Vick there. If he plays like he wants to play, he could write his own ticket in New England or anywhere else. If he plays how he wants to play, he can write his own check next year. Definitely. Right? But at the end of the day, you can't keep taking shots at these athletes that happen to be quarterbacks that are not on the field shots that everybody else in their career have faced. It just can't happen. So say what you want, talk about how he dressed or whatever like that. But when the boy was at his best physically and healthy, nobody in the league wanted to see him. And then, as Michael Vick should go, play your position. When everybody was talking about everything that was going on with them dogs. The same people that you taking shots at, not only Cam, not only Kaepernick, but everybody else that you trying to disassociate yourself from or become a different analyst about, there were other analysts that was over there holding you down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Understand that the reason that you got another shot in the league was largely in part to Tony Dungy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So why would you go down the road and take an easy layup like that? And the crazy thing about it, watching that clip from First Take, you could see the anger and the angst on Shannon Sharp's face as he was talking.
Undisputed.
Yeah, undisputed. But you could see Shannon's face like,
yeah.
And Shannon had to do one of these.
Yo, Shannon ain't want to blast him on TV like that. Now, he made a couple points and he left it alone. But Shannon, you can tell Shannon was ready to jump on him like, yo, Cam, you like that now? You act like that now.
Shannon took it easy. And my thing is, the reason that I'm jumping on him like this and that we should be jumping on him like this, because this ain't the first time that he done got on a primetime show and showed his ass.
Oh, say it again, right? That showed it.
It's not the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So when you gonna learn? Because again, as always, our culture always forgive everybody. We stand up for you when they take the shots at you. So how you can't stand up for ours? And my thing is, as an analyst, I'm not even asking you as an analyst to stand up for him because you're both African American. I'm asking you as an analyst to just look at the numbers, look at the average career of quarterbacks, look at other quarterbacks in his situation at his age that have dealt with injuries, and you can't tell me you don't have other examples.
Mm-hmm.
So for Vic to do what he did, for Vic to do what he did, I guarantee you, Catching Bad News is calling him like, yo, bro.
Second time.
You for real?
Nah.
For real.
They said, Ookie, are you for real? Don't act like you don't know. And again, I agree because when he said, well, the quarter and Shannon Sharp made it clear, until 1968, the NFL did not have a starting black quarterback. When they say you need to act like a quarterback, that is insinuating you need to act like a white male, and you can't do anything wrong. Again,
but you can't be a hypocrite. He said that, right? And I'm sorry to cut you off, but he said that. But check it out. He said that's why I said what I said when Colin Kaepernick had the afro. Mike, you had cornrows in Atlanta.
Right. Thank you.
What you talking about?
But he said Arthur Blank was his boy, so you know they was good. He was like Arthur Blank ain't coming to say nothing, so they was good.
And again, there you go again, thinking you further in the club than you really are.
Right. So
it's funny too. It's like
he got the token dress on. Did you even see what he had on camera? You got the token, man. Just call you Toby. You Toby Vick.
But he also made it in his statement when he was talking about it. He made it seem like, yo, basically when Shannon said, you know, what do you mean by act like a quarterback? They basically telling you to act like a white dude. He didn't have a problem with that because he talked about, yo, it's what my high school coach told me. It's what my college. He was like, yo, that's just how I did it. And it's just like, so fam, so you good with that?
Right.
You good with that? So I mean, that's the take I got from it. Now, if you say, yo, I had to do what I had to do because that's the game that I was playing, that's a different conversation. But he didn't seem fazed by that at all. He didn't seem fazed by it. He seemed like, well, you know, that's what I did. And I'm that's what I'm going to do. That's what you got to do. And I'm happy to do it. That's the problem. Like, that's the part that was killing me. Like, he didn't have no type of angst, no type of, like, pushback on, yo, listen, I can act like a regular person, a nice, upstanding person, and not have to act like I'm white. Like, those two things are not mutually exclusive. They're not exclusive. You know, it's not like the only way you can act like a regular stand-up person is you act like a white guy. That's just not true. That's just not true. And it seemed like Mike Vick was all ready to hop on that train. Like, yeah, I agree. Yo, man, look, Mike. Yo, we take everybody back. Shit, we take Kanye back every other week. So it ain't a problem.
Right.
But we do need to tell you, come on down to the lunch table and come get this work.
Yeah.
Oh, you was acting crazy in Miss Greer class.
Yeah.
Come on down to the lunch table so we can work you real quick.
Listen,
You real different.
Listen, come to the lunch table with the clips beat so we can help you understand. You know what I mean? Because you definitely tripping. Yeah. And
Come
then
on, man.
not to mention, so a lot of people who are watching and who don't know, when they do these interviews, they ask predominantly black players questions like, was your mom a prostitute? Did your dad sell drugs? And again, these are the questions that they're asking to the majority of the black players. Now, are they asking to the white players? I don't know. But
you know. No. You know.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. They're not asking the white players this. Because they're asking them, oh, do you have tattoos? How many do you have? Why do you have it there? That don't look good. Is your father in jail?
Let me ask you this, right? And let's just be very clear about something, right?
Please.
We all know what it is, and we know that there's a clear color line in the NFL, and especially when it comes to the quarterback position, right? Let me go this far, and I don't think I'm reaching. Fellas, correct me if I'm wrong. Go back to the national championship game.
Okay.
The end of the game, right? Remember Joe Burrow pointing at his finger.
Mm-hmm.
Got a ring, right? Okay, cool. Remember at the end of the game, they celebrated, right? Joe Burrow and a number of other players smoking cigars, right?
Okay.
If that was Tua, he does not get drafted number one.
Character's Tua. Bad character, not a leader. Bad character.
What's wrong with him? He doesn't think underage smoking is a problem in America?
On the sideline.
You know what I'm saying?
Again.
Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that, bro. Because you know what? I can't remember ever a college team
when have you ever seen that?
A college team winning the national championship and lighting up cigars after. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. I don't think I ever seen a college player take money on air who happened to be non-me, and they say, "Oh, did you take that money?" Okay.
Okay. Let's take it a step further, right? Let's go back to Cam.
Okay.
Right? Now, I love Cam. I think we all love Cam. Cam, Cam, right? I also think like Cam sometimes dresses like somebody auntie from church.
Like Mary J. Blige. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We get it.
No more pain, Mary J.
He ain't lying.
Right. But here's the thing, people. That again proves the point of where the line is. Right? Joe Namath did that, and they called him a trendsetter. Let that sizzle in your spirit for a minute.
Okay.
Hold on. I got to push back a little bit, though. There was a lot of people that didn't like that Joe Namath was a flashy flamboyant type of guy. I got to push back a little.
No. Listen, you're right, Chris. But the overwhelming majority of how he is remembered is as a trendsetter.
Oh, they remember him. They remember him like they remember Christopher Columbus. Only the good stuff. Only the good stuff. Oh, I ain't trying to get too deep. I'm sorry.
Hold on, wait. Again.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Listen, that's just how it rolls, baby. That's just how it rolls.
Bang.
Listen, there's a certain. I ain't gonna go too deep in it, but there's a certain type of people in America that only get remembered for the good stuff, and then there's another certain type of people in America that only get remembered for the bad stuff. You make the decision on what you think those two different outcomes are, and who those people are. I ain't gonna say it though.
So I do want to say this, and I've been thinking about this for a couple of days, and I didn't talk to y'all about it, but I'm going to tread lightly in a sense here, but I do feel like it's worth mentioning.
Nah,
right?
I'm going to tread lightly because we already got our neck in the water, man.
Because listen, the only reason I'm saying that is that, you know what I mean, at some point Viacom might want to pick us up. But you know,
Oh, I had a joke. I had a joke, but it was too bad. Oh,
right?
New York.
New York.
Oh, I wanted to say it so bad.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The title that you just had up there, does race play a part in sports, right? I find it very ironic that in this era that we're in, and everything that has been happening since, you know, the murder of George Floyd, since the murder of Breonna Taylor, everything that has been happening since the election of 45, where it's been, at least from the highest office in the world, has been said that you can say what you want to say, especially if you feel like you're standing up for your people.
Right.
How do we have this situation that happened in Philadelphia? How does it continue to spiral out of control and people almost purposely hijack a moment that is not meant for them?
Thank you.
I think it is sad that in the time that we as a people in our culture, meaning African Americans and minorities in this country, and I'm not excluding anybody, but just saying, where we are now having a platform to speak for us, that somebody else tries to make it about them. And understand that in this world, we're never really going to get fair treatment. But what we should get, and what everybody should get, is equal treatment. I cautiously say that some of the people that are outraged for those comments have every right to feel that the way that they want to feel. But I think our tales are totally different. The outcomes of the struggle and the pain that our people have felt are different. And I don't think it's a problem in acknowledging that difference, especially when we haven't seen the acknowledgement that you, as a people, as a culture, as a religion, may have gotten, even if you feel like it's still unjust, which I'm with you on. But that doesn't overshadow our moment and how we should feel. Because just like there are other cultures in this country that are proud about their heritage, don't tell me I can't be proud about mine. So I find it real crazy, man, how we going down this road and the one thing they want to do is take shots at DJ. You know what I'm saying? Make him do, like, okay, good. Is it fair that people should learn other cultures and learn the history and stuff like that? Absolutely. We should learn. We should be sympathetic. We should be empathetic. But listen, please understand too, that not only do I have 400 years of something that you can learn about too, but that since the year 2020 has started, right? You've seen me happen televised live in TV. So you should bend that ear just a little bit more towards my direction. So I felt the way, man, because, you know, seeing stuff like that, and again, DJ did what I think was the right thing to do as a man, to say, you know, let me clarify my statements, but also let me say, I don't want to make this a divisive thing. I also think that he was forced to say a lot of it too, but I'm having a hard time digesting all these other shots that people are taking. Allen Iverson posted a picture on his Instagram, and it was a picture with him and Honorable Minister Farrakhan. And he said in the caption, "This is a bucket list moment for me. Thank God." And in the comments, if you could have read all the stuff that was going on in the comments, crazy, man, crazy. AI, you can't never come to Philly again. I used to think you were an idol. Now I can't stand with you because you stand with somebody like that.
Nah, that's that. Nah,
Well, I'll say this. You know, where D-Jack made his biggest misstep is, yo, fam, you can't go quote with Hitler.
right.
Fam, just can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You just can't. So I do think there's a level of some open dialogue that needs to be had without, I've said it on this show many a time. You know, people do need to be able to talk without immediately saying they racist or without immediately saying they anti-Semitic. You got to be able to have some type of dialogue if you want to be able to grow and evolve. Because just because there's been history, don't mean that you see it from that perspective.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand why, you know, D-Jack kind of like why he felt the way that he felt, but somebody close to him needed to be like, okay, you just can't go quoting Hitler.
Yeah.
You just can't.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. That's just that right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like certain things for me, like owning slaves and pedophilia. That's a non-starter for me.
No, hell no.
As soon as that's on the table, I'm out. I'm out.
I'm out.
So exactly. So bringing in Hitler just automatically makes anything you say a non-starter. You know what I mean? Yo, if he would have said it if he would have formed it in a better way, if he would have made it his own thought, then I think people still would have had a problem with it. But it could have been a conversation. You know what I mean? It could have been a conversation. You coming off the bat with Hitler, but you know, also to speak on the AI stuff, you know, Farrakhan is looked at in a different light by multiple different people. You know what I mean? The way, listen, he's not looked at in a good light by some black people.
True.
Absolutely.
He's not looked at in a good light by some Muslim people. I mean, if I really want to get, you know, a lot of people think he has something to do with Malcolm. So I mean, you know, we gotta, you know what I mean? So I don't think AI should think too much or go too deep into that. People like Louis Farrakhan, some people don't like him. It is what it is.
Right.
But my only thing was with D-Jack, man, is you just can't start it off with Hitler. I knew he was in trouble when he was quoting Hitler.
Yeah.
Listen, if Hitler even, here's the thing, right? If Hitler even made a good point, just that you quoting Hitler, it just throws everything out the book. You can't do it. And I'm not, I gotta clarify
because you're African American.
Exactly. And I got to clarify, I'm not saying that Hitler made a good point. I'm just saying, even if there's been stuff that Hitler said that was actually true and that was actually a good point, it came from Hitler, fam.
Right.
You can't do it. So you can't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's not only you can't do it, it's insensitive. You know, I think Jay Williams has been using the phrase tone deaf. It is. But again, my thing, and the reason that I'm saying it is because we've had things like that happen in sports where they routinely don't make them back down like they made D-Jack. John Rocker, Kurt Schilling.
What was the wide receiver in Philly? What was the white wide receiver in Philly?
Cooper.
I can't remember his name.
Riley Cooper. They didn't make him do any of that neither. So again,
wonder what the difference was. I don't know. I'm just asking for a friend.
I don't know, but it look. I'm gonna do one of the Quet moves. It looked like my headphones. Okay. Anyway. So I just wanted to say that, man, because I think for it to be unity, for people to come together, for there to be true cohesion, right? You gotta accept what somebody else is going through, and I feel like, and I may be far-reaching with this, but I feel like our culture has been one in the public eye that has been so accepting for generations. Now it's our time, and I'm not ashamed that it is our time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't let Terry Crews hear you say that. He won't like that.
Yo,
don't let Terry Crews hear you say that you want to accept the time.
Podcast out. We got to come out soon, y'all.
Yo, man, I'm hoping they do an Expendables 4 just so he can die in the opening credits.
Damn.
But you know what, man? It's sad, man, because it's people like that just don't have the self-awareness, man. Because at the end of the day, I don't care. In his rants, I think he's trying to, I guess, bring people together in his own way. But again, I think it's something that always has kind of stood true, man. And I may be wrong for this, but I think when the line is drawn in the sand, you will clearly know what side you're standing on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think all the jumping out the window that you're doing, Terry, is going to end you up on a different side.
Mm. That's why
come back. They always come back.
Yeah.
They'll come back. They always come back. Hey, listen.
Michael Jackson did it after Pepsi.
Yeah.
Remember Tiger Woods? I'm not black. I'm
Asian.
And then all of a sudden, his wife started busting out his cars. He losing all his sponsor. And what do we do? Come on home, Tiger.
Hold on, wait. I got the best one. Chris, can you see me? Or no? Okay. So, tell me who I am. I got my hands behind my back because I'm arrested. And I look at a white cop and say, what these niggas doing in Brentwood? Listen,
that's right. Even OJ. Johnny Cochran, if you ever watched the OJ, not the OJ documentary, though. It was the OJ joint on FX. Yeah. True Story. It wasn't True Story. What was it called?
It was 30 for 30 on OJ Simpson.
No. I'm talking about the one where they had it was on FX.
Oh,
it was the OJ.
Cuba Gooding.
It was the miniseries. Yeah, the miniseries about it. And Johnny Cochran came into his house when they was about to make an announcement. Said, "Now we need to get all this white stuff out of here." Started putting African sculptures up. He said, "No. You need your people now."
Yeah.
You need your people now. Because Johnny ain't say it, but Johnny basically said, "You killed a white woman, man. You need your people right now."
Yeah.
Hey, man, Johnny rolling over in his grave right now, man.
Man, listen. He rolled over a few times. Now, I do want to be a little positive now, man. I want to talk about your boy.
What,
man.
This ain't been positive? It's been positive shit for me.
I feel like it's been great.
You know what I mean? I feel good. Don't you, Rock?
Listen,
I feel great.
It's definitely a cleanse. That's great. I love it. But I want to talk about us getting even better, making more. Pat Mahomes getting that money. Dak say, listen, y'all gonna have to pay me too. And I love it because people ask me, yo, you think Dak Prescott worth it? I say, yep. They said, what? I say, yep.
We about to argue about this. Go ahead.
Listen. My motto is I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Now, is he worth? Now, again, sports-wise, are we talking about is he one of the best? So he deserve all that money? No. But if we're talking about what we owe, yo, man, people and even Cowboys fans like, no, hell no, he don't need that money. Yes, he do. Why not? If you can pay Ryan Tannehill, if Nathan Peterman can get a job, if some of these bums can come, I don't even know that bum that used to play for the Saints. He played for every team. He had to have a Verizon commercial. It's gonna come to me. I don't know his name. If any of the who?
Chase Daniels?
No. The bum before him. If any of the Hasselbacks can get
money, about McNeil.
Yes. If any of the Hasselbacks can get money, then you goddamn right Dak can get money. I love it. I'll buy me a Dak jersey. Just to prove a point. I love it. What you hell yeah, he need his money. Because at the end of the day, man, when these guys get hurt, then what? You know what I'm saying? I love that Derek, big boy Henry, he got a $50 million contract. And he got $25 million guaranteed. You know what that means?
It's trash.
Right. Listen, it is. But he can say, I don't want to play no more. Shit, he got all his money right there. Now, all the other money you got to get in incentives, but get that money while you can. So I have no problem with Dak making this. Because let me tell you why. Because Dak is
I don't get it. You just say you want Derrick Henry to get that money while you can, but Dak Prescott just missed the opportunity to get all the money when he could. But go ahead, let me hear the rest of that.
Because once Dak put up better numbers, which I think he will a little bit this year, yo, man, he gonna want his money, man. Somebody gonna have to give it to him.
All right, let me tell you. Listen, let me Stephen A. you real quick.
Ahead,
you know what? I agree with you, but let me tell you why you wrong.
Yes, sir.
Or some real.
No,
Yo, man, Dak Prescott, what he just did. If the rumors are true that he could have got a guaranteed $100 million,
right,
and he would have had a 5-year about 137, 136, which is what old boy Carson Wentz getting down up in Philly right now, right?
Yeah.
If that's what you turned down because you want something closer to what Pat Mahomes is making annually, but you want it in a shorter amount of time, you are an idiot. Dak can have better stats than Wentz. Wentz has missed more time than that. And here's the problem. It's the biggest problem with that. So you betting on yourself. So you basically about to pull a Joe Flacco. Because if you don't take the Dallas Cowboys to an NFC championship game or the Super Bowl, then you lost.
Mm-hmm.
And don't act like next year. As a matter of fact, hit the worst thing that can happen to that the Cowboys are bad because they routinely are.
Tag them again.
No. And don't tag them. They're so bad that they get an early pick.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh, wait. Oh, Sunshine available next year. Ain't he? Justin Fields from Ohio State. He available next year. Ain't he? And then there's a litany of other quarterbacks that are going to be available. What happened was his people that's supposed to be helping him, they led him astray. They made him think that he's worth more than what he really is. That is below the Matt Ryan line. And y'all know how I feel about Matt Ryan.
Right.
He is below the Matt Ryan line, and he asking for top 3, top 4 quarterback in the league money. We can run down a list. Is he better than Patty Mahomes? Is he better than Deshaun Watson? Is he better than Lamar? Is he better than Russell? We can start running these names off. And Dak's gonna come in somewhere. For me, he's gonna come in around 12, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Some people he might jump up to the 8 to 9. But you ain't getting top 5 money. You ain't a top 5 quarterback, fam.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got top 5 quarterback stats. You don't got top 5 quarterback production. You don't got top 5 quarterback wins. The Cowboys have underachieved. Listen, just because Dak has done them better than Romo doesn't mean that they've achieved the thing they should have achieved. They got the best offensive line in the league.
Mm-hmm.
They got Zeke Elliott, one of the best running backs in the league. Right now, coming in the next season, they're probably going to have the best receiving core. You better show and prove, because I'm telling you right now, if that doesn't get them, and you just can't get into the playoffs next year. You just can't get a first round win next year. If you don't go deep, yes, Goff got paid, and he ain't worth it. But if you want to have a real conversation,
NFC championship game.
You know what? You know where Goff got the Rams? Super Bowl, and I don't even like Goff. Listen, everybody's going to give Nick Foles the credit for the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl, but who's had them on? Who was on an MVP tier and made it so that when what's his name took over?
Yep.
When Nick Foles took over for Carson Wentz, Philadelphia had already secured home field advantage.
Mm-hmm.
True.
If he and Dak had done none of that. None of it. So what he did was he bet on himself, which is fine. But don't come back screaming when you bet on yourself and you roll cracks. Don't come back. Come back talking about I should have took the money.
I that's it. And I was just talking bull. you know, as you say, hyperbole. You know, I had to talk about, but now I'm getting on my sports shit. That better not talk about it was a racial thing either. I just hope, because again, it sounds like he moving with a whole bunch of fools now. I don't want him to come on like, yeah, you know, because I'm a black quarterback, they treat me a little differently. Listen, you could have set the bar really high. You could have got what you wanted. You know, got you, a few years, and you could have even bounced. But I don't think that Dak deserves top tier money just yet. Again, like you said, Chris, you made a perfect point. Everything that you've been saying, I've been saying. But I just like to fuck with Cowboy fans, so I just like to get into argument with them about their best play or whatever. But
look, I agree with you, and I agree with other people when they look at people like Wentz and Goff, and even people like Ryan Tannehill who got all of this money and don't deserve it. I get it. You're right. I'm not disputing that point. But listen, even though I think Goff is trash and is more a ski of Sean McVay, where did Goff get him? Where did Goff get the ring? Got him to the Super Bowl. Carson Wentz set up the foundation for Nick Nick Foles to take it the rest of the way. And then you got these shooting stars out here like Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. He's just fucking blinding lights. And then you got the old vets that he not even. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be real. He's not even better than Drew Brees, and Drew Brees ain't worth that kind of money no more. Now, Tom Brady, we can have a discussion. Because I don't know where Tom Brady is, honestly. I don't know where he is on the skill level right now. I don't. That might be better than him. But
yes, Tom Brady is on the end of the plane.
Right, no, he's on the end. He's on the end of his, I'm just saying, as of right now, right this second. I can't really judge where Tom Brady is. We'll see if Tampa Bay is a real thing this year. But until then, the jury is still out. But I know Drew Brees is better than him. Are we 100%? I don't like this dude either. Are we 100% positive he's better than Ben Roethlisberger if Ben is healthy? I'll give you one better. Are we sure that he's better than Cam Newton if Cam Newton is healthy?
Oh, hell no.
That's all I'm saying. Listen, Dak is a good, solid quarterback, but don't get it misconstrued. A nice, good, solid quarterback can get replaced with a rising star. Okay? And he is putting a lot of eggs in a basket. The NFC is brutal, fam. Oh, and I ain't even bring up Aaron. The NFC is brutal, fam.
Disrespect to the Madden people too, yo.
Disrespect.
Always.
Straight disrespect. But only thing I'm saying is the NFC, we talk about it many times in the show, is a fucking gauntlet. A gauntlet. And you betting that you about to get your team to the NFC Championship? You about to get, I mean, we know for sure they can beat. Well, you know what? I know the Cowboys can't beat Aaron Rodgers because they never do. I know they can't beat them. They're going to beat the new revived Tampa Bay. What about Drew Brees and the boys? What about Russell Wilson? Oh, what about Jimmy Garoppolo and them over in San Francisco? He beating all these people this year?
Listen, and yeah, because it's going down because we got to go to Dallas. So we're going to see what that's going to look like. And again, it's going to be a little different. Go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, everything that Chris says is so on point. But here's the thing. Here's why Dak really messed up, right? There is probably never going to be a quarterback that looks like you that is going to get the Dallas Cowboys to pay them $100 million guaranteed. See Quincy Carter?
Talk about it.
Never saw nothing like that. But here's the other thing, too. If you're trying to establish yourself, Dak, and if people in your corner telling you, listen, make this move because you can do this. I know you want the 4-year, but take the 5-year. Look at the accomplishments, piggybacking on what Chris says. Dak Prescott has been in the playoffs for the Cowboys, but has not gotten them to the NFC Championship game, right?
Right. Only got out the first round one time.
Only got out the first round one time. He's 26 years old, right? Patrick Mahomes is 24 years old, and he has a championship ring, and he's a league MVP. Lamar Jackson is 23 years old, and he's a league MVP. Deshaun Watson is 24 years old, and he's one of the best, brightest stars in the NFL. See where I'm going, Dak? So when you're talking about the type of money that you're looking at, you are not able right now to check off those boxes. Now, if you ball out like we think you can, your team should have a significant advantage with the pieces that you have around you. However, if you think anybody else is going to break that type of a bank for you, you may have barked up the wrong tree.
Sound about white, right?
Because Jerry Jones' wallet don't open that way for people that look like us,
Mm-hmm.
and especially not a quarterback, right? DeMarcus Lawrence had to be strategic in what he. So you really got to see it for what it is, but I just think that jumped out the window the wrong way.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you. But again, hey man, fuck it. You gonna jump off face first, man. Jump off face.
Look, I ain't going to not listen, yo. Joe Flacco did it in a year that I definitely think he wasn't going to be able to bet on himself. Now look, he caught a break in Denver when old boy let Torrey Torrey get behind him on a fucking last minute Hail Mary, which is still baffles me to this day. And they got a break when they played New England as well. And then they got fucking saved when the lights and everything happened in San Francisco in the Super Bowl. So a lot of things broke Joe Flacco way that normally would not. Because I mean, if we're all going to be honest with ourselves, after that Super Bowl run, Joe Flacco has been straight dumpster juice. Dumpster juice.
Who is he? I don't even know who he is.
Exactly. Yo, most people don't even know what team Joe Flacco on now. He's a backup, by the way. I'll let people look that up. He ain't in Denver no more.
Oh, shit. See? Is it Jacksonville?
No.
He's gone.
Jesus. No. I quit.
Exactly. My point exactly. So, listen. If everything breaks for Dak the right way, and he winds up winning the Super Bowl, God bless him. Ask for the motherfucking bank. You are playing. It's more likely that you're gonna go to Kirk. You're gonna go to Kirk Cousins route, and you're gonna get tagged again, and then they're gonna find somebody they want. And they're gonna release you. Mm-hmm. It's more likely that's gonna happen.
Listen, him taking that deal was exactly what you've been saying all show, Quet. That was him overcharging for what they did to the Cold Crush.
That's all it was.
He could have jumped on it.
Right. And again,
he should have jumped on it.
Right. Listen, take what you get what you can because get what you want. I get that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, listen, this is what I'm worth. But you also gotta be smart though. When you go in and you bargaining, somebody offer you $100 million guarantee, yo, that's guaranteed money. Because again, once you get that $100 million, you can restructure that other $30 million. And say, yo, listen, I need this for the past, whatever. But again, like Chris said, and like you've been saying, you gotta win. You can't be making all these demands that you're not even getting out the first round of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So with all that, hey, this is how good I was. Because your first year, phenomenal year. People, you can say whatever you want to say about Tony Romo, but when you play behind him, he's like another. He was able to guide you and to tell you where to go. You know what I mean? So that was that. But at the same time, you got to know when to hold him. You got to know when to fold him. I think taking that $100 million guarantee, it's like, yo, listen, man.
Willie.
And listen, since he in Dallas, like I'm gonna have to use a country song, and you just gotta be smart. But he's gonna have to win a lot because like I said, Sean Watson, Lamar Jackson, and then you got Sunshine coming out of Clemson. You also got I forgot the dude name. He coming out of North Dakota State, black dude.
The one they like. They think next person wins.
Trey Lance, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Lance. So, and then you got Chris Boyd coming out of Ohio State. So
that's right, Justin Fields. You know his name.
Even if let's just say again, being a Florida fan, my dude coming out, white quarterback, he looks like the prototypical quarterback, whatever. But again, he got something that Dak don't got. Dak got half of it. So they can replace you real quick, man. I'm just saying.
Well, look, they already got Andy Dalton. They already got Andy Dalton in the wing. Now, listen,
Right.
I ain't never been a big fan of the red. I ain't never been a big fan of the red rifle. But think they won't run with that cheap dude because he ain't gonna ask for a lot because he know he ain't worth it. But at the same time, he might be able to pull. He might be able to pull a Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill got $92 million for getting 90 yards in the AFC Championship game.
So he got $1 million.
He got paid. He got paid because I'm sorry, I'm about to say Mark. I was about to say Mark Henry. I definitely was about to say
the world's strongest man.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know why I think about Mark Henry, but man, shout out to the Mastodon, right? But he getting that money because they was running off the backs of Henry. Everybody know Henry is the reason why Tennessee was in the playoffs. They knew he was the reason why they were beating these big teams. But who got the money? Who got the money? Because they really didn't give it to Henry.
Oh wait, Chris. So you telling me that
Derrick Henry getting paid $50 million guaranteed is a smack in the face.
Chris, what do you think about this? I don't think he should have took that deal. I think that was a bad deal for him to take.
Mm-hmm.
I would have played that.
Here's the thing, right? He was in a bad position as well.
He's a running back. He got hurt.
But here's the thing: the franchise was $10 million. No, I don't think has Henry. I don't remember him being hurt.
Has he been
hurt? He hurt?
No, he hasn't been hurt.
Serious injury?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
But
Here's the problem with Henry.
That running back position.
Henry is old. He's old. No, it's not just the running back position. He's older. Remember, he was in Alabama until his junior year, and if I'm not mistaken, he went to JUCO. So, Derrick Henry is probably he's got to be around 26, 27 right now.
Mm-hmm.
You already know they already think you in the trash by 30, and the type of running back he is, they were going to pull a DeMarco Murray on him. Oh yeah, we're gonna run you to death, and then when you want the money, we're gonna say, "Fam, you got too many miles on you." Mm-hmm. He a downhill runner that don't do nothing but break tackles. You know what I mean? They ain't good on the body. He's too big to be a running back already.
Yeah, true.
So he kind of got put between a rock and a hard place where it was like, listen, if you take this $50 million, the more you wait on trying to sign a big contract as a running back, especially after what happened with Todd Gurley, they ain't handing out money like that.
No, I don't think they are, Chris. But my point is this: Derrick Henry had the Titans in it. Even though he's in the tight spot, I think he had more leverage with the Titans than anything because of their style of play, because of what they were going to try to replicate from last season. I
hear what you're saying, but I just think there's always another running back out there that you can grab.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely going to see that, but I think he could have got a different deal too. Now, on the other end, what Chris Jones was able to do in Kansas City, he was like, listen, young man, do your thing, young man. Do your thing. Because all he did was sit down and show them his press conference after the Super Bowl. Did you see what I said? I said, this is going to be a dynasty if I'm here. Pay me.
And then also you gotta remember, you had San Francisco, the three-headed monster. So you had running backs coming out the woodworks like, yo, listen, I need to get paid. Breida out. Now we gotta try to play Mostert. I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Mostert want to be traded.
Because he wanted money, and then we gotta pay Kittle and whatever. But again, like you said, you got the running backs like, yo, listen, give me my money. You know what I mean? But Mostert, it's a little different. But hey, listen, I want all our black young kings to get that chicken, man. You know what I mean?
If you were running back,
chicken African.
If you're a running back and you want to get paid, then you got to be transcendent. You got to be Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, Ezekiel Elliott, Todd Gurley when he helps. You got to be this you got to be a 4-down back that could block, pass, run, catch, all of that. You got to have all of it. and on top of that, you gotta have a little sprinkle of something special on you.
Uh-huh.
And listen, I love Derrick Henry. Yo, but he a straight down. I mean, he fast. Don't get me. He fast for a big dude, but he a downhill runner.
Right.
And that's it. Yo, when they go passing down, they take him out and put what's his name in? The old Patriot running back.
Yeah, Deion Lewis. Listen. The thing is, what people don't understand, like check this, right? Derrick Henry. Derek Lewis.
Shout out Derek Lewis.
Yeah. Big D, what up?
The UFC fighter, Derek Lewis?
Nah, that guy. But Derrick Henry, what he got to understand, especially for the Titans, he's Eddie George 2K. And Eddie George didn't get a big contract.
Yeah.
Who ran him down into the ground? Who ran Eddie George down into the ground?
Jeff Fisher.
Exactly.
I mean, and Tennessee, being on the Tennessee team, I'm just saying though, you know what I mean?
No,
it was
Jeff Fisher.
I mean, well, where's he at? Where is he? He's out.
Wait,
unemployed, where he need to stay.
Wait, hold on, fellas, hold on. Yeah, he got the 49ers hat on and the white shirt. Yeah, he's right here. He's right here. Oh, my bad. That was the NBA. I was just calling. I was snitching. Doc Rivers said he's telling on everybody.
He sure. I was about to bring y'all coach up, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna tear down our Africans, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna mention y'all, boy. I ain't gonna do that. I was just saying, who happened to be the GM too, so he had a lot of control. But whatever. We good. We passed that. We passed you. I'm gonna chill out.
Yeah, I can't stay this dude.
So, fellas, man, great show. I know again, you guys took the words right out of my mouth, man, with everything that you guys say, man. Speak. I appreciate y'all, man, for real, man. And I think that people need to hear this, what we had to say. Because again, it ain't about, what we doing it ain't about sports is bigger than that. And that's why I'm gonna keep repping, how our lives matter. People that are in compromised press positions, they matter too, man. So I thank y'all too. I can't wait until the NBA resume. We're gonna talk about that again. People are testing positive. I want to say that for a different show. What that's gonna look like. James Harden and your boy Russ tested positive for Corona. So
Harden is there.
Well, it's in his beard. But anyway, so we'll talk about that. Before we leave, Chris, I'm gonna let Ruck end it. But you got anything else to say, Chris? What you got for us, man?
Yo, I want to give a big shout out, man, to Dana White and that Fight Island fight card, man.
Hold on, wait.
That was special last Saturday.
Hold on. You're giving Dana White props. Is that what I'm hearing, Chris?
I got to give him. Yes, you know how I feel about old Dana White. Let me tell you something, y'all. That Fight Island card from last Saturday. I'm talking about nothing but straight bangers, except for the main event. But nothing but straight bangers, man. Oh my goodness. I mean, listen, that's the fight I wanted to see the most. But it wound up being a clunker because just like in boxing, styles make fights. And that style was not a good style for Jorge Masvidal. But shout out to the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamar Usman, for holding it down. Power to the people. But yo, man, it's a great fight, even though Max Holloway should have got the decision. Great fight between Max Holloway and Alexander. Great fight between Jose Aldo and Peter Ure. Best fight of the night was my girl Thug Rose.
Oh yeah.
Who just looked like she just was like, man, she was on her feet. She was sweet feet Rose out there. I mean, yo, the footwork was so beautiful, and she was just tagging Andre up all night until Andre got her hands on her in the third and bloodied her up. But she did enough work to,
right.
She won enough rounds to secure the victory and still won. And I can't remember the new girl, but she tapped out Paige Van Zandt in like a minute. But yo, the whole this was the first fight card in UFC in a while where I wanted to watch every single fight on the main card. I didn't want to miss not one fight, not 1 minute. I said, I put the kids down early, told Rose to go upstairs, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let me I'm watching it.
Did you say, that Real Rose is on TV, or you said that?
Nah, listen, I ain't crazy. I ain't crazy. I ain't say that. Now listen, I don't know if she wanted a part of Thug Rose, but I ain't say that though. But now man,
Chris, you really said that? Yeah, I said that.
Stupid.
Yeah. Look. I'm just trying to protect her. Listen, you can be mad at me, don't you? Go talking to Thug Rose like that. They killers out there. But
get that mic.
Now, I just had to give I had to give shout out, man, to that fight card, man. Fight Island it did not disappoint. It was star-studded, man. And congrats to that card, man. One of the best cards I've seen in a long time.
I agree. I just couldn't stay up for the last fight, but every other fight was definitely dope, man. Definitely.
Oh, you ain't missed nothing. It would have put you the last fight would have put you to sleep anyway. But
yeah,
that wasn't the point.
That's what the point was. So but you're right.
Yeah. Oh, so you ain't see? So you saw the low light?
Yeah. I seen all the good fights except for the main event. So, yeah.
There you go.
Don DeMarco.
So Ruck, man, what you got for us, brother?
Man, we back at it, people. We back at it as always. So this week in our version of Say Word, man, we're going to get right back into it, man. Stay with the changing of the mindset. So the quote this week, people, is listen, you can't get to where you want to go if you stay who you are. You can't get to where you want to go if you stay who you are. This life is about change, people. It's about change on a daily basis. Change is hard. Change is something that people fear. But again, the greatest things in this world on the other side of fear and on the other side of change, people, think big, man. And like I always say, most importantly, just be easy. Peace.
Right. Well, listen, man, on that note, we want to thank everybody again for tuning to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
Your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Ruck Report. Cheers.
We out.
Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Ruck Report, a.k.a. Jerry.
Ready?
This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up? They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.